thinking about some of the services that you were talking about a minute ago, I know that you did mention the criteria. Is there anything else besides the fact that it would be a family, but then also having a child under the age of 18? Is there any other criteria that would be pertinent to receive services?
Yeah, this may sound funny to some people, but we have to be sure that the person is willing to work and that they are willing to look and search for a job. Now that is a judgmental call sometimes, but you have to do that. We also have to be sure that they have all their paperwork intact. Like if they are an immigrant, do they have their green card? You know, those do they have a birth certificate? Do they have their driver's license? We had one young man who had lost all his identification, and we were able to get him all of that so that he could then go try to get a job. So we have those kind of things. Our goal setting that we set, like I said, it's attainable for that particular family and is handled individually. There is a curriculum called New Beginnings that Family Promise puts out. Family Promise actually is a national organization, and we are an affiliate of it. And they have a whole curriculum on how to save money, how to build your budget, how to do interviews, all kinds of aspects of these things that these people would need to get themselves back on the into society and be a viable part.
Okay, let's focus on the priorities that Family Promise has. So, if you had to really name one or two of your main focuses, your major priorities, what would that be?
Our main priority is to get a family back on its feet within 60 to 90 days, so that they can become a viable part. They would of society. They would have a job. They would have housing. Those are the way that we work with it. Now, when we vet our guests, as we call them, when we vet them, then there's a whole series of various questions and things that we ask them. And those things, they have to fall into certain categories. There are some Family Promise affiliates throughout New Jersey that actually expect the people to have a car or a vehicle so that they can transport themselves. We also transport, but that's another possibility of something we would want from them. But the most important thing, I think, is the willingness to want to work and to get out of the situation, and it's a situation that they're in. Like we say to everyone, we're all one paycheck away from it. We never know what could come across. We also try to find families that have suddenly come upon hard times. Maybe it was a crane operator or something, and he had a seizure, and so he can't work and he can't pay his bills. That family would be a good family for us because we could work with them and try to get him in, back into work at some point. So it's families that come upon homelessness suddenly. It's not chronic.
Yeah, and I don't think it's anything that anybody ever plans for.
No one does. I mean, if you could hear some of the stories, they don't know how or why it even happened. It happened.
Okay.
So
in thinking about you talking about that you have a director and a case manager, and the fact that the majority of folks are volunteer, Family Promise, it's my understanding that you're a nonprofit.
Absolutely, we are a nonprofit.
Okay.
We raise all of our funding ourselves through private donations, fundraisers, sponsors, grants, whatever. We do not, however, have any government money coming in. It is all grants and scholarships that we get from other vendors.